I am very good at starting new projects. However, what I'm not so good at is actually finishing them. A while ago I showed you some projects that I never got finished. Here are three of my larger projects that I started, said I'll go back to, but never really did. And now I've started work on my dream game, I don't think I'll ever go back to them. So if you see any projects that you like today, feel free to download them in the description. But for now, let's get started. Project number one is of a kid's bedroom. Now my main aim with this project was to try and make Construct 3D look good. So I spent a lot of time designing all the furniture, putting lots of little tiny details here and there with the aim to add even more detail to the project, to try and make something that feels like a real 3D game and not a 3D game made in Construct. I also added a feature so you could shrink down and be nice and small and run around the room, but there was no real goal to this apart from just designing something that looks nice. And I very much like the programming side of Construct more than design, so eventually this one just got put to the back burner and I never really went back to it. So if you want to try this one for yourself or just explore how I designed the different bits of furniture, feel free to download it in the description. Project number two was actually my first attempt at making a multiplayer game, which is where I learned really quickly. Multiplayer games are hard to make. The code is very different than what you'd do for a single player game. You have to work on clients and hosts and set up networks. It's very, very complex. So what I managed to get working was an initial room that you go into, that you give yourself a name, you create a room. If you're the first one in that room, you'll be the host. If not, you're the client. Then you can join the world, and I created this really big world for it. However, there was a lot of sync issues between the two players, getting it to work. Some of the features didn't work the way I wanted it to, and eventually the project died out, which was a real shame because I really liked the concept that I was going for, which was making the ability to change the colour of your slime, and then you could press space to actually change the ground that colour, so almost become a big pixel art project that multiple people could join into and create a pixel art world. Again, multiplayer is really hard. I still don't really understand it, and that's why I sort of abandoned this one. So if you can make some use out of it, please do. The final project that I want to show you today is my attempt at making Grand Theft Auto inside of Construct. I started designing this one straight after I made my Minecraft video. I thought, oh, what's another game that I can pick? Let's do Grand Theft Auto. And my main aim was to make something large and big inside of 3D Construct. So far, all the 3D Construct projects that I've seen have been quite small. I want to go as big as possible. So I actually based this off a real location. I found an island on Google, based it off that, and then started building skyscrapers, hospitals, airports, a park, some large mansions, even a shopping centre and a stadium. But again, this became more of a design project and it took a long time to make, and I wasn't that invested in it. It was basically designed to be a video. And to spend that much time on creating a video for something that I wasn't interested in, just something that I thought would get lots of clicks and views, just felt like a waste of my time. So I ended up abandoning this one and the video never got released. But I did manage to get a car working, a person working, getting in and out the car. But most of it went on the design side. And as you can see from the footage, unfortunately, Construct 3D, reason no one's created large projects is because it's very laggy. So that was my three projects. And that's my housekeeping done. All my unfinished projects, and now everybody else is to see and use. And I'm going to carry on working on new videos and my dream game. Thank you very much for watching. Again, all projects will be in the description. If you can subscribe to the channel and like as well, that'd be much appreciated. But for now, I'll see you in the next video.